remember how I chose to trust you, not because I had to, but I wanted to. I let my every doubt aside for you, and stood beside you like I'd always would. The rain came anyway, the way it always does. The end arrived before I said goodbye. But sitting here tonight, I find I'm not ashamed of every moment that I chose your side. People say I should have seen it coming. Maybe I was blind, maybe I was wrong. But there's a difference between losing and having loved someone too long. One thing I know, I chose to trust you and I meant it all. One thing I know, I gave my trust and I would give it still. It didn't end the way I hoped it would, but I believed in you and that was real. One thing I know, and I don't regret it. I've gone back through the moments one by one, looking for the place where I went wrong. But every time I find the part where I believed, I find I'd do the same, I'd hold on. Not because the outcome proved me right, not because the pain was something I'd erase, but because the person that I chose to trust was someone worth the love, worth every cost. Maybe love was never meant for keeping. Maybe some things break no matter what, but I'd rather be the one who truly believed than the one who never gave enough. One thing I know, I chose to trust you and I meant it all. One thing I know, I gave my trust and I would give it still. It didn't end the way I hoped it would, but I believed in you and that was real. One thing I know, and I don't regret it. I'm not saying it was easy, I'm not saying I'm not tired. There are nights I wish that I loved you less, and kept a little more of me inside. But when I close my eyes and find a quieter place, past the grief, past the what ifs and the blame, the only thing I find still standing, still untouched, is that I meant it every single day. One thing I know, when the story's over and the page is closed, one thing I know, I loved you honestly and that still holds. Not every love gets to stay until the end, but every truth deserves its place. One thing I know, I would believe in you again. Not because it didn't hurt, not because I wasn't broken, but because you